This Mad TV, brought to you by Madhouse Sounds. I here tonight with SAV. You know what I mean?
We here.
What you saying, Brody?
I here.
I ain't gonna lie, you've been working real hard like fuck. You've been doing a lot lately. But tell the people who is SAV.
SAV. He is a local, born, regular, chill guy, really and truly. Kinda to myself, but out there at the same time. Really, I feel like it's an open book. What you see is kind of what you get, but it still have like underlying meanings to everything I do and everything I say.
That's true.
So just gotta pay attention, or you can miss a lot.
So coming up, who is your favorite artist like listening to when you were coming up in music?
In general?
Yeah, in general.
My favorite?
Like, who was you listening to growing up? Like, who?
What genre?
Any genre.
Chester Bennington from Linkin Park.
Interesting. I never heard of one before.
Yeah, Chester Bennington. He played a big influence in my music life. Blink 182. I have a lot of artists that I used to listen to. Young Thug.
Who is Blink 182?
That's actually a band, not an artist, but I don't know the lead singer's name. I just know the albums and stuff.
Okay.
Stuff about them, yeah.
And then Young Thug.
And then Young Thug for sure, Lil Wayne. I had a big Eminem era and 50 Cent era, actually. A lot of people don't know that. Like I think I went 3rd grade, and my grandmother, she had buy me the CD, and I used to just spin that thing. And it had this scene with 50 Cent, or like in the gym, and he was just like doing them upside down crunches.
Yeah.
And I think from then I had no, I don't know what this is, but I like this, and I'm gonna do this someday.
Yeah. Yeah, like that.
Yeah, man.
So, what it is like make you say like you want like start making music? Cause if people don't know, like I just find out you would like play bass and thing too, you know what I mean? Like so, I personally didn't know that. Everybody probably know that, but I personally didn't.
Well, I always been into music. A lot of people don't know that. From time I young, like I said, I was listening to different punk rock bands and different stuff, really and truly. So from time I young, I born into the music. But what made me want to pursue being SAV and the artist that I am today is really and truly, I was a producer and I was in a house, and I have this friend named Kofi Skills. That's how we call him. That's not his real name. I don't say his real name here. But he was an artist, and he had actually invited us on a little tour with him before he started to get like really busy in the music industry right now. And I get to see him on tour, and around that time I had like a heartbreak. And a lot of people don't know this, but I used to write poetry when I went 3rd grade and in school, and just, I had liked poetry, I liked Shakespeare, I liked just word placement and stuff like that.
Placements,
So they have make a joke like, why you don't just put your feelings on the track and stop talking about it for a second? Because when I was younger, I was a very emotional guy. So I was hurt. That was my first love. I was like 18, 19. So I catch my first heartbreak a little late. So it hit me a little harder than normal. And then I had crack a joke, and I was a producer, so I make myself a beat. I sit down on it, and I rap. And after I had make my song, it had come out, like I breathe off. Like that was the first time I had feel, that was the first time I feel like a weight come off of my body ever. So like throughout life, I had great parents, great family, great life, everything. So don't get me wrong when you hear me say this, but I was gloomy growing up. I was like, why here? What is the reason I like?
Because you didn't figure out your vibe yet.
Yeah, I was a conscious youth. So like from time I born, I in the wall, this is real, why here? So I used to be sad not knowing my real purpose here and knowing I have to leave. So I really and truly just shifted into music on a whole, and it helped me find my identity and the reason why I hit. And no matter how much times I try to run away from it, because I did try to run away from it. I try to run away from playing bass. I try to run away from rapping. I try to run away from music and in general, and they keep dragging me back.
Yeah.
So.
And that's why you good at it, bro?
I think that's subjective. Everybody get their opinions.
Nah, I think you're good at it for sure.
I think I love doing it, and that's all that matters.
Yeah,
really
for sure. Yeah, I think you're good at it for sure. But
I appreciate that.
As a producer though, so you had to learn like certain instruments. So like, what are like instruments you like learn during that process?
Percussion. I was in jazz band in high school, band and stuff like that for a little time and stuff. So I had got to learn a great deal of the stuff I know now back then in school, you know? Actually going to school. I would have skipped every other class. Don't skip class, kids.
Don't skip school.
But one thing that would get me to come to school was that jazz band class, that music class. So I used to come there just because I could have learned something new, just to be like the greats that I always wanted to be like. So I used to go class, I used to sit down in there, I used to ask my teachers if they could teach me an extra scale or two. And I had Mr. Cahill, and he was a goat. And shout out Georgia Francis, if I know Miss Francis.
Miss Francis, big up Miss Francis for sure.
Miss Francis used to be hard on your boy.
I went in high school,
so like,
class.
I get a little experience listening to old school music and playing a little bit along with the band before I decide calypso is what I want to do. So all of that they had get to help me into understanding instruments better and music and a whole better. And then from there you just grow and you play with other people and you grow as you go.
Yeah, you grow as you go for sure. That's cool. So like in all of it, what has been like your favorite instrument learning?
My favorite instrument learning? Bass. Yeah, bass. Right now I still learning that. If my band watching this, shout out HP the band, you know. I still learning that. We are still learning. Right now I just happy to be in a conversation with the bass. Bass was my favorite instrument to learn, not gonna lie. Piano was helpful a lot. But bass, yeah.
So you didn't feel like he's one of the best bassmen yet?
That's subjective.
Okay, how you feel about it?
How I feel about it?
How would you categorize yourself in the bass in the bass world? Yeah, in the bass world.
Man, these guys is veterans and I in the conversation. That's all I gonna say. That's all I care about. My boy, you don't get better than that.
Okay, so which bassman like you listen to or like you kinda like learn off of?
I learn off of?
Yeah. That kind of like catch your attention to like pay attention to like certain things like what? This is how this man kind of like do certain things.
That make me actually start to like
perform and
craft myself.
Yeah.
Pojo, shout out my dog Pojo.
Big up
for
Pojo.
Sure. From Styly Band. Pojo used to talk to me and help me a lot and put me to the side. Juni, shout out Juni, original Dan. It's a funny, it's a funny interview. Yeah, me gonna be like that. Shout out Rain, man. That used to be my dog, or whatever the case is. Me getting into all them stuff. We're gonna just next that question.
No problem.
Yeah. We getting into all that and listen to them. Next
shit. So like, what it is like make you like hone into your raps?
I mean,
since you like been into like calypso and like. Can you have a different particular sound? Like you do have that like young thuggish.
This is gonna be funny.
What's the name? Okay, you get a young thug kind of feel.
ATL sound, ATL sound. Yes. So it's gonna be funny. What made me perfect and decide to like take lyrics itself serious was after I dropped my first song, Cry Baby. I was screeching in this song. Like, I got my telling me you crazy shit. Screeching. And people had like it. And I was like, this is crazy. And then by the time I get around to my third song that I dropped, I think everybody know this song. in the Virgin Islands. Yeah, I catch a little traction moment down here too. It's called Silly Me. I went in the booth. Silly Me was my last song in the night for the studio that night. I went in there, I look at Khalil Korea, my dog. Shout out my dog Korea. I look at Korea. Right? I tell Korea, I'm ready to go to Doggy. Let me just get this one more taken. So I run in the booth. I say, I'm good. He say, you ready? I say, I'm good. My dog press record. I turn towards the mic. I just start drugs, pain. I just start singing about everything that was stressing my little young self out at that time.
Yeah. And Korea is a man that like.
And Korea was just capturing it.
Yes.
And we literally went almost like a straight take. And then I just throw that song in the vault and we leave 5 minutes. Last song of the night. I ain't take no hour record. My dog was ready to go.
Shout out Korea.
Shout out Korea. He the right way, boy. He hold it down. He a stay. He get the last take in. I did it one take, 5 minutes. We were out. I think I stopped once. Do our next take. We get on stage. I cooling up there. Shout out Yariko Wayne Masak. We get on stage. I buy Wayne. We cooling. My partner them asked me if I want to do a music video.
Yariko.
I don't know what song I want to do the music video to. So I going through the songs and I see Silly Me. And then everybody in the room was just like, yeah, do that one. And I was like, sure. So I do it, not thinking anything of it, not thinking it's gonna blow up. I put it out. I post a mean clip with me getting hit with a guitar. That thing blew up on Instagram.
You take a hit from a guitar, bro?
Yeah.
God damn.
And then I start blowing up a little bit. And then I post it on Facebook. And then shout out the Virgin Islands, shout out everybody. Everybody actually tuned in. And I was like, what? I get a little love from home.
Tom Cruise Instagram, bro. You pull your own stunts from? Like,
yeah, I pull a little stunt in there.
You gotta pull a stunt. You gotta pull a stunt once in a while. You know what I mean? Just don't hurt yourself.
A little stunt. Back then, stunts were cool. We're in a new era. Don't pull no stunts, kids. So that day had given me a little noticement, and I had started to really take off after that day. And then I had started to reach out to more people in the industry, and that's when I really say, wow, if I could blow up off of something so stupid.
Which was entertainment.
Which was entertainment.
Yeah.
But the lyrics, to me, was dumb. Because I like artists like Young Thug and Chester Bennington. I like stuff with meaning. So to me, it was just like a how is this blowing up?
Because it's fun. It'll be
fun.
trendy.
People
sometimes
it's fun. It matched me.
Yeah, sometimes you don't have to get deep into lyrics. Sometimes you just have to have that essence, you know what I mean? That song, that energy, which can just have you like, you know what I mean?
True.
Yeah.
But I wanted to be respected for my craft.
For sure.
When somebody hears songs now like Love Language, that man, the feedback again, the energy is totally different from
Matter of fact, Love Language on our platforms, Apple Music, Spotify, you know what I mean? Look for it, YouTube, look for it. I also check out SAV on Instagram, TikTok, Facebook, you know what I mean? The boy outside.
But yeah, tracks like that, you know, it gave me. I appreciate anybody who gonna stream, by the way. I like the conversation. Well, now it's like you gain a different love back from your fans and your supporters and your family and your circle. You're seeing people wanting to support you different when you actually pour care and actual craft into your music and art form, you check? And music is an art. You want to create the best picture that you could create. You want to paint the best canvas you could create before you die. So I wanted to perfect that, and I wanted to be respected for that. So I went and I disappeared off the scene. I know a lot of people were like, this man barely dropping, this man barely doing this. I got a lot of music coming this year.
Which part you at?
Well, yeah. I had went about internet money, actually. A guy named Toucher Trent, shout out Toucher Trent if you ever see this interview, had reached out to me right after the Silly Me thing. And I had do like 2 songs with him, and I put it in a vault or whatever. But I think it was out of me and a next kid. But long story short, I had known the business a little too well. That kid, he was fresh on the scene, and they had a better situation going for him. And I wanted to retain majority of my ownership in my music. So I moved on to different endeavors. Ran into our next guy named Raphael, shout out 25/7 Media. Jet Cube Distribution, Rare Fruit Records, my boy them, you don't know. So I run into he and he has started to help me, but he was there in behind the scenes the whole time, but he wasn't as big as he is now. But he was there behind the scenes helping me and giving me advice. He does still give me advice now, but I want to remain independent and do this off of my strength with what he teach me.
Truly.
My dad had respect me for that, so yeah, that's what made me really lean into taking my lyrics serious. It's a bunch of stuff. It's like a life just moving in a story form for me.
So, example as Pana that kind of put himself in a wrong predicament, what advice could you give artists down here to kind of avoid some of those situations?
Locking with a team. Find your team. You're gonna have people trying to charge you or overprice you, and it's okay to pay for beats, pay for certain stuff, but find a team with people with the same goal and same mission as you, because at the end of the day, you need consistency. And consistency is what I kill a lot of artists, not just in the Virgin Islands, but around the world.
Yes.
So if you're competing with artists from around the world and you can't stay consistent, let alone in your own hometown, you're never gonna make noise. We ain't gonna get on the map that way. So my advice to artists back home right now is locking with your friend group. And if your friend ain't got a camera and they ain't bad, you buy one together. You huddle up, link me. I don't work with everybody and teach everybody what I know, because at the end of the day, I believe in cross networking and cross promoting. That's the only way we're gonna really get out of this mess. You check? We need to build our industry. So that's why I would tell younger artists, find a team, build a team, socialize. Don't judge a next artist until you know him, get to know him. Straight up.
Facts. And so what is you think is like the hardest thing for artists to like, or what do you think is like a barrier that holding artists down from excelling outside of here in the VA?
Outside of the VA?
Yeah. Like what it is
barrier?
you feel stopping certain artists from excelling outside of the VA?
You see, I strong in accountability. And
accountability is a big thing.
You have to be able to present yourself a certain way to be able to garner up a buzz to hit the algorithms that you need to hit in order to go outside of the VA. And in order for you to do that, you kind of still need home support if majority of home to follow your social medias.
That's right.
So it kind of 50% accountability, because now you have to present yourself as this certain person, and then it's also 50% home, unfortunately, part to blame. So it can have somebody out there who necessarily ain't a likable person in the community, but they're not bad. There's people that ain't likable, Vic Mensa, I get all kind of celebrities that we just sit on home and are amongst each other and we don't like, but we just still play their music and watch their TV shows and stuff. They have people in the community that other people would not like and choose spitefully not to support their music. And I feel like that
they would kind of try blackballing.
Correct. That hinder the growth of the whole VI music scene, period.
Yeah.
Because you're gonna go support this person because he close to you. But yeah, he might be rapping conscious rap and he might be doing all of this and this is real, this is real, that. But that's not what's accepted by the world. And the artists that are doing stuff that's accepted by the world, like Young Rich on Facebook, I think that's his name, shout out that guy. People that scroll right past his music like he ain't song hotter than Young Lil Durk and Young Boy, them man, and I'd be like, this is crazy. 20 likes, 20 hearts, and I hear commenting like losing my mind to some of this little dude bars. And then I seen them go crazy for other great musicians around the place, but it's like, they're great, but their music ain't tailored to the wall yet. Some of them getting there, some of us already there, but algorithms are important, and then once your music hitting them algorithms, can other people digest it? It's a hard conversation nobody wants to have.
Yes. You have to make music that people could digest all over the place.
Not just home. Yes, make music for home, you know, but make music for the wall too. It ain't just about home. Put home on the map through your essence as well. You could do it in different ways. You could influence the music. I have a song coming out this year. I ain't gonna tell her too much. Me want nobody copying me. But I mixing all music and all culture within the rap. And when I hear it within the beat and all of that, it gonna just blow my mind. It's just different. You have so much stuff that we could do still catering to outside while involving our culture. So it's just about finding ways to break beyond the barriers and not being so biased towards the next person next to you that you may not like, unless you have a solid, viable facts, paper facts reason not to like this. Not no he say, because a lot of people we don't communicate to people. We don't ask people questions. We hear something and we just go on with it, and that's just that. Crab in the barrel.
Yeah.
But yeah, next man.
You heard it a lot. But so who it is you don't listen to down here in Island Rap?
In Island Rap? Shout out my dog Banco.
Big Banco.
Young Rich.
Young Rich.
I think that's
Young Rich or Island Rich?
Island Rich.
Island Rich. Island Rich that go on. Fuck up. I'm sorry for
why you getting that young? I think he had that young someplace, I believe.
You have Rich boy young.
Dave from the grave.
Big up Dave from the grave. Yeah, he bad. He from Tola, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, he bad.
Juice the truth.
Juice the truth.
If I know about Juice the truth,
Big Juice.
Big Juice.
I was gonna do it.
Hey, signature sound. That is a man that gonna blow.
Hey, once you see that big red dog, you know it's a problem, my boy. It's a
Who else had to listen to? An underrated guy, Johnny Mogul. I gonna be real. Mogul is an underrated guy. Nobody talking about him.
Big up Mogul.
Laz. Right. Big Laz. That's the next underrated man. I ready to jump off the pad because the people I think bad, I got to listen to the people I don't know. And then we judge the whole thing.
Aspect, yep.
Because
yep.
Big Laz catalog. I know he just dropped was tune request.
Yeah,
man.
Yeah.
That song, they my boy eat on that song. That Big Laz get a voice. He could blow. That's the next man that could blow internationally if home support him. And he ain't a bad dude. That's a personality, person in the community, Laz, military guy.
Laz,
that's somebody we should be supporting.
Yeah, he's solid bad.
Solid dude. Talented bad.
Yeah, for sure.
So yeah, that's a handful. I get a couple man that I listen to. Still, like, can't really think of Fliz Up for sure.
Fliz Up.
I like Fliz Up for sure.
Yeah.
When it comes to that drill stuff, anytime I'm mood, I just want strong and vibe. I listen to some Fliz Up for sure.
I fuck with it.
Yeah, that's my main selection I could think of off the top of my head for local rap.
Who would you like to do features with?
I would like to do features with. Local rap wise?
Either one. Okay, name 3 local rap and then rename 3 the Audi.
I already do one with Quest, so I ain't gonna say Quest.
Big up Quest for sure.
Me and Dave from the grave will go insane.
I think that'd be hard too, yeah.
Tehran.
Yeah, do a peanut on us.
Tehran. I actually want to do a song with Tehran. I want to do the song with Tehran.
I think that'd be nasty. That'd be a whole different flavor.
I think me and Tehran, the lyrics, the brainstorming in that room would be insane. And my ideas that I have in the vault, Tehran. Yeah, Tehran.
Yeah, Tehran for sure.
That's 2.
Sure. That's 2.
Pitch, man. Rest in peace, my dog, Pitch.
Rest in peace, Pitch.
Gotta do a song with Pitch. Yeah, I gotta do a song with Pitch.
Big up Pitch.
I had a tune, man. I had an open walls for the man. Yeah.
Yeah, I understand that, right? How?
Just meet the man. Man safe, talented youth, you know. Yeah, man. That's my tree locally. My tree internationally. A dude name. What his name is? I don't know how to pronounce it, but it's like Glive or something like that. It's like a EDM hyper pop genre type thing.
What? I don't even know the EDM man.
He little bad. I ain't gonna like he got a song.
You know I do like the EDM and the house music and them kind of fuck. I like the laser shows and I like how the DJs and mix up them fuck and like drop the beat and you know what I'm saying?
Major Laser.
Yeah.
I do a song with Major Laser.
Yeah.
And Young Thug for sure. Yeah, man. You gotta get that song up with Jeffrey.
What things we expected from 2SAV though? For like 2026, we know like you crafting some new stuff.
Content, more content, lots of content, lots of songs. I try and drop at least 24 songs this year. At least. I have over 200 songs. I gotta get out at least 24 of them. At least.
If you're a 2SAV fan, you hear it there first, you can drop at least 27.
Oh, and we vlogging. Check my YouTube out. All right.
So wait, which part of man can find you on YouTube?
Go on YouTube and type in 2SAV and I'm gonna pop up. That's me. 2SAV. Yeah.
And just one more question. This might be like a difficult one too. What's like the hardest thing for you as an artist and being a band member?
You got next question? I think that's one that might implicate me.
Hey, this dude too funny, like fuck. I like him. So, okay, we can do our next one. So, okay, what's your best moment being a bassman? What's your best experience? God damn. It's like Area 51, dog.
Yeah, dog. This is like Area 51, dog. Like, you know how much people want these answers? Yo! My best experience being a bassman, I would say, I had this show and go like and just say, it had about 10,000 people in the crowd. And I think that was about Law Squad 2016, 2017, I think. And it was just it was like bigger than St. Thomas Village. It just had that much people all the way back. And it was just a movie and I feel like a rock star out of this world. So yeah, that's my best band experience. Other than that, it'd be really and truly just traveling and spending time with Shy HP. I like when we hanging out and we all cooling and like we cooking and me little busting out in the kitchen or something and then we going on the porch, you know, and just, you know, say our praises and stuff like that. Yeah, it'll be like a family. It's a family vibe. So I like home. I like my band. I like what it is now.
So like all of it are just
every time is a good experience. Yeah, every time is a good experience for me.
Our performances to be lit.
Yeah.
You ready for Jaffa Body Bash?
Yeah, where that one was?
That one they were in
Encore.
Yeah, Encore.
We had just come back from a crazy weekend. I can't remember. That weekend was crazy.
Literally shout out Encore. We literally got on the last minute type big up shot.
I remember we were coming off a flight from there. I went home, I went sleep, I wake up in a but yeah, we'll come true, you know. For the community, we gonna come true every time.
Nah, big up for real. Big up Shy HP, big up 2SAV. You know what I'm saying? Real talk.
I appreciate it. I just said.
Yeah, real talk. Okay. One more, and I promise I ain't let you go. I promise I ain't let you go. So, as an artist now, branching out, like what's the things you've learned through your travels, through your experience meeting people? Like what's the biggest thing you learned that you could give advice to other people?
don't date until you secure your career path. Straight up. Until
we gotta protect two self heart.
You know,
you know what I mean?
What you doing out here, don't date. Don't break nobody's heart. I know this is the weirdest thing to say as my closer, but I didn't make love songs. I didn't make love music. And I didn't make hard trap to love music still. It's still in the lyrics, it's still talking about love and how we should treat each other, friends, family, pairs. You know what I'm saying? Don't break nobody's heart. And I ain't just talking about love in relationships. I talking about friends, family, pairs, everything, the whole nine. Don't break nobody's heart.
Hey, you heard here first from Two Self. You know what I'm saying? Check him out, Instagram, Facebook. What else you on? TikTok, SoundCloud, YouTube.
I everywhere.
Apple Music, Spotify.
I everywhere, and if you think I'm not, I'm about to be.
And check out his content too. Like this dude there walking like.
Oh yeah.
I ain't gonna lie, his work ethic is something different that people should definitely look into. You know what I'm saying? Like, yeah, take note for sure. Just take note.
Check it out.
I'll give him his flowers for sure.
That's all I gonna say.
Yeah.
I don't feel like anybody obligated. Oh my God, they're speeding. I hope you take the time. Life is precious.
Please don't speed. Be careful on the road. You know what I
This is
mean?
a great spot for the interview. Not gonna lie.
Be careful on the damn road, please.
Yeah.
And give them some safety advice, please. When they go into these jam
When you
and
go in
thing,
your
please.
car, buckle up. Seatbelt first. Chest out. Posture back. Lean back. All the way back.
And don't drink heavy and drive. Don't drink and drive. Don't do it.
All right. See how carnival time.
Carnival time for sure.
Carnival time.
And don't drink and drive.
All right.
Just give it like an hour or something to kick off.
All right.
Salute. Big up, man. Let me get the fuck out of here.